Welcome to Tiger Stadium as we get ready tonight for the Hot Springs Tigers taking on the Socorro Warriors in a District 3 AAA matchup. Tigers are up in the locker room right now. Did a little pregame here. We've got some highlights from last week and the top 10. We've got keys to the game and a little bit of matchup for tonight. Hot Springs takes on the Socorro Warriors. This was established way back in 1947 when they first played each other. The Tigers are on the losing end of the stick, 29, 40, and 4 ties. When we're in the same district as Socorro, it's a little closer. We have 14 wins and 18 losses against that team. So Socorro's pretty much had the number of Hot Springs over the years, and especially in the district itself. That's your matchup tonight between the Socorro Warriors and your Hot Springs Tigers. We'll be right back.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Transform your yard with Lynn's Landscape and Fencing, trusted across southern New Mexico. We create low-maintenance, water-wise landscapes built for desert living. Need fencing? We install durable, high-quality options that look great and last. We're proud to serve southern New Mexico with honest work and reliable service. And when you need extra space, our storage units are clean, safe, and easy to access. One local team, 3 great services, built for New Mexico living. Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Your yard, your space, your way.
Back here in Tiger Stadium on the campus of Hot Springs High School. Showed you the matchup for tonight. We're going to take you back to last week. The Tigers, it's kind of the tale of two halves as the Hot Springs Tigers had a 21-7 lead and then blew it in the second half. But here's those highlights from the Tiger-Ruidoso game last week here at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers scored first on the second play from scrimmage when quarterback Zayden Baker rolled out to his left and found Tristan Polanco open behind the Warrior defense for a 49-yard touchdown. The extra point was good and the Tigers led 7-0. On the Warrior first series, Tiger linebacker Lucas Basile blitzed and tackled Ashton Urban for an 8-yard loss to set up fourth down. After the second series stalled for the Tigers, Tristan Polanco punted to Mason Ficani, who raced up the Tiger sideline for a 42-yard punt return to the Tiger 23 to give the Warriors great field position. 3 plays later on 3rd and 5, Warrior quarterback Ficani rolled right and tried to hit sophomore receiver Xavier Ramos in the back of the end zone, only to have the pass picked off by Tiger Zayden Baker in the end zone to stop the drive with a Tiger touchback. The first play of the second quarter, Tiger quarterback Baker hooked up with Billy Baca at the 1-yard line with a 31-yard pass to set up 1st and goal. The next play saw Tristan Polanco score from 1 yard out on the Polanco push. Extra point was no good and the Tigers led 13-0. On the ensuing kickoff, Warrior Mason Ficani sprinted up the Warrior sideline this time for a 37-yard return to the Tiger 31. Ficani had 155 all-purpose yards on the night. Lucas Basile shined again on defense when he shot through the line from his linebacker position to meet True Camejo in the backfield and knocked the ball loose as Zayden Baker scooped it up and returned it to the 49-yard line of the Tigers. True Camejo rebounded after the fumble and weaved his way 38 yards to the Tiger 36 with a touchdown-saving tackle by senior Aiden Jonas. 2 plays later, the Warriors put points on the board when sophomore quarterback Mason Ficani juked and faked his way 26 yards to pay dirt. The extra point was good and the Tigers led 13-7. With less than a minute to go in the first half, Zayden Baker hit Tristan Polanco on a screen pass. Polanco tight-roped up the sidelines and dove into the end zone for an 11-yard touchdown. The two-point conversion was good by Baker, and the Tigers took a 21-7 halftime lead. The Warriors took the second half kickoff and drove the ball all the way to the 1-yard line when Facani found freshman Micah Hernandez open in the middle of the field. That's when Mason Facani scored his second touchdown of the night with a 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point failed and the Tigers' lead was cut to 21-13. On the very next play, Tiger Billy Baca took the kickoff and lost the handle when Warrior Logan Shindu caused the fumble, and the Warriors recovered on the Tiger 25-yard line. 6 plays later, Warrior quarterback Mason Facani pitched to running back Ashton Urban for a 1-yard touchdown. The two-point conversion failed, and the Tiger lead was only 2. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Warriors struck again when Ashton Urban scored again from 1 yard out. The two-point conversion failed, but gave the Warriors a 25-21 lead. The Tigers had one last chance with under 2 minutes to play when Baker could not connect with Billy Baca in the end zone on 4th and goal. The Tigers took it on the chin, 25-21. Tigers took one on the chin there on those highlights last week, 25-21. And that kind of hurt them district-wise. The Tigers back out on the field now getting ready for tonight's game against the Socorro Warriors. They'll be they'll actually have a bye next week, and then they'll, I believe, play Hatch for homecoming here. We'll have that game for you as well. Next week we will be on the road. We'll show you next week's game. We're going to be down in the valley again, down at the Hatch Valley Bears next Friday night. Playing this exact Socorro Warriors there at 7 o'clock there in Hatch Valley. Have that at Bear Stadium. We'll be on the air about 6:45. You'll see this on the NFHS Network, the Socorro Warrior football page, as well as the Hatch Valley Public Schools Athletic and Activity Facebook page, and then, of course, on YouTube and Facebook for Turbo Design. That's next week. However, this week, we'll show you the matchup once again here for the Hot Springs Tigers tonight, taking on the Socorro Warriors in this 3 AAA matchup. We'll be back with the top 10 right after this.
In southern New Mexico, we don't just carry, we stay prepared. At Gunher's Guns and Ammo in Truth or Consequences, it's more than guns, it's everything that goes with them. From optics and holsters to magazines, slings, and cleaning kits, if it fits your firearm, we've got it. Built for women, trusted by everyone, and ready for the range or the rugged backcountry. Southern New Mexico strong, fully equipped, always ready. Gunher's Guns and Ammo, your hometown shop for serious gear. Located at 217 East 3rd Avenue in Truth or Consequences, call us at 575-894-2666.
Back here in Tiger Stadium on the campus of Hot Springs High School here in Truth or Consequence, New Mexico. Appreciate you checking in with us tonight. We've got a pretty good matchup here between the Socorro Warriors come in. They haven't won a game all season. They've been a little rough there with the new head coach with Smith and Ocampo leaving, and they've had their struggles this year. But that doesn't mean anything when you get to district and when you got Hot Springs playing Socorro, because anything can happen. These two teams, they know each other well. This is almost as bad as the rivalry between Hot Springs and Hatch. That rivalry is only 30 miles away. This one's about 65 miles away up north. So these teams play each other quite a bit. They know each other, and we're in for it tonight for sure. So your top 10 coming into tonight, you still have St. Mike's number 1. Nobody's knocked them off. They're the defending state champs here in AAA. They got 11 first-place votes. Dexter, we saw them we did the game against them and Hatch Valley. They were off this last week. I believe they are in Cobury tomorrow night. And that's Dexter and Cobury. And then Robertson there in number 3, West Las Vegas, and then Hope Christian rounding out the top 5. Ruidoso there at number 6. They stayed number 6, even though they beat Hot Springs last week. Hot Springs fell out of number 7 position. Milwaukee Valley moved up to there. Then through, and then Hot Springs there at number 9 after that loss to Ruidoso last week. And then Hatch Valley rounds out the top 10. We threw in the 11th one just being New Mexico Military because they're in our district as well, and that's the team the Tigers came back and scored 21 points there in less than 7 minutes there to end that game. That's your coaches' top 10 for this week. Do have some sponsors we'll put on the bottom of the page there. These are sponsors that help out Tiger football through the school district itself. So we'll be running that quite a few times on the bottom there just to let those sponsors know that we appreciate them as well as our sponsors through Turbo Design. We also want to thank Mr. Andrew Brady out there in Florida tonight with us with Statman. You guys got to look at this. If you're watching this and you're going to see some stats, this guy's got what you need. You just need to reach out, look for him on Facebook or Google him and look up Statman football stats. He's got a great program. He's doing the stats live for us tonight. They've got stats that you can purchase and do them yourself. But he is one fine gentleman helping us out this year, and we appreciate him back there. Thank you, Mr. Brady. All right, we're going to hold it here. We're getting ready for the coin toss. We do have the referee mic'd up again tonight. We'll put the time up there for you just to show you. We got about 3.5 minutes, so we may do the national anthem and then we'll do the coin toss. So while they bring that out, just to make sure we don't violate any of the copyright restrictions on whatever music they may play for the national anthem, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
Since 1953, A&B Drive-In has been serving up the kind of food that brings you back. Mouth-watering classics, made with care, and just like you remember. From our legendary green chili cheeseburgers to hand-battered onion rings and crispy golden fries and thick, creamy shakes, spun fresh the old-fashioned way. Drive up, drive through, or dine in, however you roll, we'll have it hot, fresh, and made just the way you like it. Family run, locally loved, where every meal feels like a tradition and every guest is treated like family. A&B Drive-In, 211 North Broadway, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Come hungry, leave happy. From lakeside getaways to mountain retreats and vibrant city living, Cripple Creek Realty is your key to finding home. Serving southern New Mexico with offices in Truth or Consequences, Las Cruces, and Ruidoso, our experienced, friendly staff is dedicated to guiding you through every step of buying or selling your home or property. Whether it's a ranch on open land, a lakefront home, or a cabin in the pines, we'll find your perfect fit. Cripple Creek Realty, Southern New Mexico's trusted realtors. Call Lanier Rye at 575-740-2711 or visit cripplecreekrealty.net.
This is heart. This is pride. This is community. This is high school football.
Ethos Broadband. In southern New Mexico, your community deserves fast, reliable internet. Ethos Broadband brings high-speed internet with no data caps, no hidden fees, and local support you can trust. Based right here in New Mexico, Ethos is expanding fiber networks across rural communities. We know rural Southwest life. We're your neighbors, and we're here to keep you connected. Ready for reliable, affordable internet in southern New Mexico? Visit ethosbroadband.com or call 833-650-0480 to check availability today.
Back here in Tiger Stadium at the National Anthem, we're going to have a coin toss here real quick and then the kickoff. So we're going to keep it here, and then we got some other stuff to show you the keys of the game. And maybe we'll do that while they come out up on the field there. Keys to the game tonight for the Tigers, just limit your mistakes on offense. Last week you had a ton of penalties. Just limit those mistakes. And then defensively, just control the line of scrimmage with these guys. They're going to try to put the ball up in the air. They're going to do some fancy stuff, but just control the line of scrimmage. Warriors, you're going to need to play a perfect game tonight offensively. You don't need to be making any mistakes as well. And then turnovers, you need to pick up some turnovers on defense to keep you in the game. So right now they're going out for the coin toss, and we'll have that. But those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Turbo Design. Number 10, Tristan Polanco. Number 60, Ruben Saenz Jr. Number 78, Dominic Terrasis. Number 18, Billy Baca. Number 4, Zayden Baker, your quarterback. So we've got the referee here. Here was a coin toss.
I'm going to toss the coin. It's going to hit the ground. You're going to call it, okay? You're going to tell me what he says, okay? She's going to toss it. What do you want? Head. What did he say? Head. Toss it. Let it hit the ground, man. Sure? Which way are you going to kick? Go ahead, turn it. Hot Springs has won the toss. This is deferred to the second half.
All right, so there you have it. So Hot Springs wins it and defers. They'll be kicking off. Tigers decked out in full red tonight, and the Socorro Warriors on their full white. Can't mistake these guys tonight, but we'll get ready. Here we go. Tigers now breaking out of the huddle out there to kick it off there at the 40-yard line. Tigers coming off that tough loss last week after a 21-7 halftime lead. See how well they rebound this week. Had some turmoil and so forth this week, but looks like they may be ready to go. PA announcer getting everything fired up here in the stands for Hot Springs. Number 10, Tristan Polanco doing the kicking chores for Hot Springs tonight. Usually have a different kicker in there, but Tristan's probably the best athlete out there, so he can pretty much do it all. Squibber down, going to make it into the end zone for a touchback, and they'll get it out at the 20-yard line. Just going to test our instant replay here real quick, make sure everything's up and running. We like to capture about every play. Helps our statistician. It helps us get everything set. We're a one-man show here, so we got a lot of things to juggle. But what's nice at halftime is we'll come back and play every single play during the half, about 10 seconds of every play. The highlights with a little bit of background music and pretty much each up a lot of the halftime, and you get to really see the whole game again. So 1st and 10 now for the Warriors. Need to watch Basil here, number 24. Gun formation now for the Warriors. Back to pass, 5 men in formation. Throws this one deep downfield and caught. No, dropped. No penalty flag out. Defended there by number 7. Looks like he may have a little hand fighting going on, but tries to come back for the ball. Number 2. Just can't quite come up with it. It's going to bring up 2nd down now for Socorro. We're talking about Lucas Basil there, middle linebacker. Number 4 on the carry. Not much there for him. And that was Barba, number 4, on the carry for the Warriors. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Got big number 41 there in the backfield. And that's Vincent Gonzalez. He used to be a lineman. Now they got him lined up in the backfield. I guess he's going to be the fullback for tonight. He's going to be a hard man to tackle. Got some meat on him. Nowhere to go this time, though. Picks up a couple of yards. Going to bring up 4th down, though, for the Warriors. Punt formation now for Socorro. He just had a tough season. Ocampo, the coach, left, and Mr. Smith coming in doing a great job. And that's Derek Smith. And it's just tough that first year when everything's new. Players are used to one way of doing things with a certain coach, and then things change, and it just makes it tough. Just about blocked by the Tigers. Polanco's going to take it at the 45. Bringing it to you on this side. Picks up a block. That might be a blindside block. He's going to finally go down. We'll get the play there. Let's watch it on the replay, and then we'll get you the flag. I believe it's going to be a blindside block. And right there, going to catch him probably with a blindside block.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, return team, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
That'll back him up 15 yards from the point of infraction. Take it all the way back to the Tiger 44-yard line. Now 1st and 10 for Hot Springs. Baker's going to keep this one on the quarterback keeper. Gets it over midfield. Pretty good play there by Hot Springs. Just misses one tackle there. Like number 4 in there on the tackle and 41. I'll do about the 48-yard line of Socorro. Now Baker back to pass. Throws this one deep downfield, trying to get it to Polanco, and just a little pressure there, kind of short-armed it to him. A little bit of pressure there just as he hits. That's like number 1 with a quarterback hurry. Just can't get it all the way out there to Polanco. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 now for the Tigers. No score here, 9:17 to go. This quarter brought to you by Gunhurst Guns and Ammo. Three receivers right for Baker. Back to pass again. Throws this one a little screen pass over. Don't know if he's got enough for the 1st down. Looked like Billy Baca, number 18, on the reception. Got a penalty marker out. Looks like he may have another block in the back by Polanco. That's going to go against the Warriors.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty, results in automatic, first down.
So roughing the passer. So that'd give the Tigers a 1st and 10 all the way down to the 32. On the carry, number 6. And that's Nehemiah Smith. He's going to be wearing number 6 tonight, just I believe because they're wearing all red jerseys. I guess they didn't have his right number on there, but big fullback in on the carry for the Tigers. Picks up about 4 or 5. It's going to bring up 2nd down. About 6 for Hot Springs. Now Baker, 2 receivers left and right, gun formation. Puts Billy in motion. Billy's got it. Going to cut it back against the grain. Picks up some blocking. Down the sidelines. Finally run out of bounds. But not until he gets it inside the 10-yard line. Good play here by Billy. Just decides to stop and turn it back the other direction. And then he's off to the races. Down to, we'll see where they finally mark him at. About the 7. Actually, the 6-yard line is going to bring up 1st down and goal for Hot Springs in the red zone for the first time tonight. This quarter brought to you by Gunhers Guns and Ammo. Optics, holsters, magazines, slings, and cleaning kits. Smith on the carry, right up the middle, forcing his way in close to the goal line. See where they mark him just shy at about the 1. Just got some decent blocks out there, but then it gets stuffed up there in the linebackers. Just not able to push it over for the touchdown. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal. Going to mark him at with the 1-yard line. Tigers looking to score first here in the first quarter. Polanco steps into the end zone for the touchdown. So easy play there by Polanco. Steps into the end zone, puts their first points up on the board. Watch it real quick here on the instant replay before the extra point. Pretty good hole, good block there outside by Byers. Take his man out. Open that hole up for Polanco, and now the Tigers line up for 2. Polanco's going to keep this one and gets in for the extra point. So the Tigers go up 8-0 here with 7:04 to play here in the first quarter. Hot Springs up 8-0. We'll be right back with a kickoff.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
7:04 to go here, first quarter. Tigers put first blood up on the board there with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. We'll see the Warriors for the second time here in the first quarter. Polanco again to kick. A little squirm kick, going to go out of bounds, and that'll bring out the penalty marker.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Spot foul plus 5 yards. First down.
So from the 37, they'll mark it up to the 42 for the 1st and 10 now for Socorro. Good field position here for the Warriors on their second possession from the gun. Not much there for number 4. And that's Barba. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Pass out in the flats, breaks one tackle, puts a little bit of a move on, and gets knocked out of bounds. Knocked out by Zayden Baker, number 4. Caught by number 22. Rickenbach. Out to the 49-yard line, 3rd down and about 3 for the Warriors. Pressured up. Going to run this one and get the 1st down and finally run out of bounds, and that was number 5, Jaquez, Carlos Jaquez, the quarterback. Outruns Byers and outruns Smith. Nathan Smith. So it's going to bring up a 1st down in Tiger territory at the 43-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for Socorro. First down for the game for them. Second part of the 1st quarter brought to you by Sierra Electric Co-op. Powering communities and empowering members. That's Sierra Electric Co-op. On the delayed handoff, caught in the backfield. On the tackle, number 40. That's Nathan Smith. There's Mr. Nathan Smith, the middle linebacker. Actually, he's playing outside linebacker tonight. From the diamond in the backfield, handoff to big number 41. Nowhere to go on that one as trapped in the backfield. See who coming up and make the play. There, Byers, number 55, out there playing that defensive end on the tackle. That was big number 55. Evan Byers in on the tackle, the junior defensive end. Feature him tonight. 3rd down and 15 now as they got it backed up to their Tiger 49. Jaquez back to pass, fires this one over the middle and almost picked off by Baker. That's going to bring up 4th and 15 now for the Warriors. Baker gets his paws on it there and just can't quite hang on to it. But jumped out in front of the intended for number 41. We have him down. That was Vincent Gonzalez. He used to be used to wear number 77. They moved him to the backfield, so you'll see him most of the time in the backfield. Socorro's just kind of limited on personnel right now. Deep downfield and caught by number 2, and that's Silva. On the defense there is Evan Agatti, number 21. They both go up for it, but just Silva able to out-jump him all the way down to the 20-yard line. And we're going to call that the red zone for Socorro as they went for it there on 4th and long. First down and 10 now. Quarterback's got to hustle this one out and finally going to get run out of bounds by Polanco after he picks up about 4 yards. That's Carlos Jaquez on the carry, the quarterback. About 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and big number 41 gets wrapped up. And that's Gonzalez. Three and a half to play here in the first quarter. Tigers up by 8. Penalty marker out.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
False start against the Warriors and back them up 5. Make it a little tougher here once they got it to the 20-yard line. So 3rd down and about 13. And going to be sacked in the backfield. Cole Montoya in on the sack, coming off that blitz off the right side of the line. Is going to bring up 4th down. And that was number 20, Cole Montoya, the sophomore. Another long pass out to Silva, and this one's going to be incomplete. No flags. The Tigers will take over on downs. He's not quite able to come up with it like he did last time. It looked like he'd come down in bounds, too, if he'd have been able to catch that right at the marker. But the Tigers take over on down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 now for Hot Springs. This quarter brought to you by Sear Electric Co-op. Powering communities and empowering members. Sear Electric Co-op. 1st down and 10 now for Baker and the Tigers. Under some pressure, penalty marker out, and sack goes down. Baker in the backfield. This one might be holding against Hot Springs. In on the tackle looked like number...
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10 yards from the previous spot. Still 1st down.
So the sack is all for naught as they take the penalty instead. So that'll back them up. We'll put the holding penalty up there just for Vince to make sure everybody knows what that penalty was. Second down and 20 now for Hot Springs. I think it may decline that have been 3rd down. Now penalty markers out. This might be encroachment against Socorro.
Dead ball, encroachment. Number 78 and number 15 on defense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So you get 5 of it back. Actually, should be first down. First and 15 now because that was first down they had the penalty on. Scoreboard not quite right. Nehemiah Smith in there, nowhere to go. Looked like a little frustrated getting up. We'll show it on the replay. Just needed it. He got blown off. The offensive lineman got blown back in the backfield. That's what he was upset about. Good defensive play by the Warriors. Gun max protection here for Baker. Baker's going to roll out and just keep this one, trying to get to the marker. Hurdles one player, and down he goes, but he's going to be close. He does a pretty good job, man. He cleared got some height there on Mr. Baker. Almost looked like a long jump. I'd say they got a penalty marker out, of course. Mr. Brady back in Florida. We were just talking about this, texting before the game. Kind of a late start here, and they're 2 hours ahead of us. We just didn't want any whistles, and here we go with penalties. Got a flag down at the 34-yard line. But Baker got some height there, man. He could have cleared somebody. Here's the call.
Blocking the back, number 9 on the defense, which is illegal use of hands. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Result in first down.
Wow. So they're going to tack that one on to the end of the run. They have the end of the run at the 41-yard line, so they'll tack that one on now, blocking the back. It's kind of wild, I guess. Usually you see that on the offensive side. Very seldom do you see that block in the back on the defense. Get the ref to turn his mic off here. Baker now on the quarterback keeper is going to try it this side. Let's see if he can high hurdle somebody on this side. Finally gets run out of bounds. Another penalty marker out. This one may be against the Tigers. We'll see. Kind of miss it here. Actually got 2 flags down. There's one at the 43-yard line of the Warriors and then one down towards the end of the play there about the 25. So I think we got tool infractions here, trying to figure out which one may be penalized against. We had almost 30 penalties last week in that crazy game against Ruidoso. Well, the first quarter was going pretty fast, and now we've got it on a crawl.
Personal foul. Offense, number 55, blocking an opponent out of bounds. 15-yard penalty from the spot. Still first down.
So, wow, they're going to mark that one 15 back from where the foul happened. So, apparently it happened at the 40, about the 45 or so of the Warriors, as we had an illegal, that was a block in the back, but blocked out of bounds. So, we're going to put it up there for the Tigers. Hopefully Mr. Brady's got that one. I didn't even see that flag. There must have been another flag on the other side of, or actually it was on this side, blocking the back, blocked him out on this side of the field. Baker now, here come the blitz from the Warriors, and just can't quite get it over to Billy Baca. Puts Polanco over there in the slot, then just throws it out in front of him. Had some blocking out front. Could have had offensive pass interference. The ball wasn't behind the line of scrimmage. But anyway, it's going to bring up second down and 20. .103 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers up by 8. Polanco in motion, fakes that. Now Baker hands it off to Smith. Smith just rolls over one player, one defender, and gets it close to midfield. Rolls over 17. He'll probably get credit for the tackle, but he just kind of rolls him up. Did a good job of hanging on to him. It's going to bring up third down and long now for the Tigers. Tigers taking a long time there in the huddle on this play. Let's see if they can hustle it in there before the end of the quarter, and Polanco moved. That's probably going to be called false start against Hot Springs.
False start. 10. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
So back him up. Still going to make third down again. Eight seconds to go here in the first quarter. Well, from the 44 now, it's going to be third down and long for Hot Springs. See if they can get the snap off here before the quarter ends, and they do. Baker on the rollout. Now he's got to tuck it, and he's just going to go down at about the 30-yard line. And that's going to do it for the quarter as they get the sack in there, do the Warriors. Number one in there on the sack for, grabs him up around the neck and just hangs on to little Baker there, trying to muster him up. And that's going to end it here in the first quarter. The Tigers only up 8-0 here on the Sierra Electric Co-op scoreboard. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this.
In southern New Mexico, pests don't knock, they move in. Turtleback Pest Control keeps your home protected from termites and roaches to spiders and rodents. Local, licensed, and trusted for over 40 years, with same-day service and a satisfaction guarantee. But pests aren't the only problem. We tackle stubborn desert weeds before they take over. From property edges to patios and gravel driveways, our weed control plans keep your yard clean year-round. Turtleback Pest and Weed Control. Southern New Mexico strong since 1980. Call 575-894-7513 today.
Back here as we get ready to start. We just ended the first quarter. This next quarter is going to be brought to you by Whitehead Auto Center, where your next ride begins. 901 North Date Street there in Truth or Consequences. WhiteheadAutoCenter.com, and they even got DMV services, so you can do it all. Just go down there and sign some papers. They'll give you the keys to the car where your next ride begins. Right there, Whitehead Auto Center. Appreciate all our sponsors. As we get ready now for the second quarter. Hot Springs got it at their own 32-yard line. Third down and forever. Got to get it all the way to the 39-yard line of... Actually, it's fourth down. Got the scoreboard wrong. We're interfaced right into the board, so we don't have any control of that. Polanco now, the short kick at about midfield, takes a bounce and doesn't. Tiger's going to down it. Going to be first down and 10 now for Socorro. Tigers off next week, and the Warriors travel down to Hatch. We'll have that game for you down in the Valley next Friday night at 7 p.m. on the NFHS network and the streaming devices of Socorro and Hatch, as well as ours. Bad snap. Just got a fall on it. That was number 2. Just picks it up, but this is just a bad snap. Kind of a slow roller across there, just about knee-high, not able to pick it up. They're going to back him up on the loss back to the 36-yard line. So second down and forever now for Socorro after the bad snap. 2 receivers left. Diamond formation in the backfield. Hands off to the deep man. Gets it into the Tiger secondary. In on the tackle, number 24. And that's Lucas Basil, the middle linebacker. Junior middle linebacker there, Mr. Lucas Basil on the tackle for Hot Springs. Same formation again. This time here comes the pressure off the end is Polanco, and Polanco's got him in the backfield. Ball's out, picked up by Byers, and they're going to say he's down. So we'll watch that one. Everybody's yelling no way. We'll watch this one on the instant replay here as Polanco comes in. And it comes out right there. Now, we don't know if the whistle is blown here, but the ball's definitely out over here. So apparently he may have blown the whistle. And we got a player injured for Socorro. That's number 5, the quarterback, Carlos Jaquez. We'll watch this one more time here. Well, we got some time to burn. Blanco comes in and grabs him. And then as he spins him around, this is the point we don't know. The ref can't see. He's looking this way. He can't tell where the ball is. And now the ball's out. He doesn't have his whistle up yet. And the ball's down. Now he's got the whistle, but he may not be able to see the actual ball there as it came out. That's his call, so he does say he blew the whistle dead. Anyway, it's a big sack for Hot Springs. And Byers, he was going to start bragging about that one at school on Monday if he took that one to the house. Mr. Jaquez is down. We're going to take, let's see if we get him up there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. 10:25 to go here in the second quarter.
Lighting up southwestern New Mexico. Meet Sierra Electric Cooperative, serving Sierra County and parts of Catron, Luna, and Socorro counties. Member-owned, not-for-profit, energized since 1941, backed by Tri-State Generation and Transmission, delivering reliable wholesale power across the rural West. As part of the Touchstone Energy Network, we bring national resources and local commitment to every member we serve. Our highly trained crews deliver safe, dependable service, while giving back through scholarships, safety programs, and community support. Sierra Electric Cooperative, powering communities, empowering members.
Back here in Tiger Stadium, still got the injury to Mr. Hawkes. Hope that gentleman is all right. We're going to play that one more time. Play it at real time there, and you can see that he just, when we play it at real time, it actually looks like the ref just was blocked by the players, and then he decided that forward progress had stopped, and he was getting ready to blow the whistle. So we can't be too upset with him. These gentlemen do an excellent job out there on the field. They got a million things to watch. But like I said, this is where he can't see. We got the luxury of stopping this and showing you exactly that the ball's actually out there. But the problem is he's coming in, and what he's doing is deciding that the forward progress has stopped. Blanco's getting ready to tackle him, so he's going up to mark the forward progress and blow the whistle. So the play is dead at that point. So, but we get the luxury. That's what we get our job for. They got a lot harder job than we do. Nobody get mad at us with mistakes other than maybe Mr. Brady out there. Let's see if we can get some stats up while that gentleman's coming off there. We appreciate the stat man out there for us. 3 first downs for Hot Springs. Total yards, 46 for Hot Springs. Time of possession about the same. Early in the second quarter. Anyway, we appreciate that. Yeah, it looks like Mr. Hawkes number 5 should be okay. It's going to be interesting to see who they put in quarterback now. Now that they're already down, I don't believe Carlos was a sophomore, so I don't even know if he was the starter at the beginning of the season, but it's going to be interesting to see who comes out now at quarterback there for Socorro. Maybe 15. Let's see who we got. Maybe number 1. Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. 4th down, so they're going to punt. Get time. Maybe Mr. Hawkes will be back there in the next series. Maybe he's all right. We sure hope so. Anyway, 4th down and about 30 for the Warriors. Good punt all the way back to about the 32-yard line. Billy Baca on the return and still on his feet. And finally gets knocked out of bounds right in front of the Tiger bench. Right at midfield. A little stiff arm there in the face mask. Stays in bounds. First and 10 right at midfield now for Hot Springs with 9:54 to go here in the first half. Get you a score from down south. We got New Mexico State Aggies playing Sam Houston down at Aggie Memorial tonight, just down the road, about an hour. Aggies are up 10-0. Second quarter. Don't know what the. Oh, we had another injury for Socorro. Man, it's just been a tough season for those players. Just got to hang in there and keep playing. Good things will happen. Now Baker going to run it to the near side and got some room up the sidelines. He may take this one to the house. Finally gets knocked down, and let's see what happens, what they mark out here. If they're going to mark a penalty or not. Looks like he's going to be short and penalty out. This might be a horse collar here at the end. We'll watch this play as they sort this one out. But Baker takes this one. He's going to stay in bounds. Almost gets caught there, but keeps his balance down the sidelines. And then this is where the horse collar tackle comes in. As you can see, grabs him inside the jersey there. And then brings him down, and they'll it's not going to be a big penalty against him. They already out at about the 1 yard line.
Personal foul, illegal horse collar tackle on the defense. Half distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
So horse collar attack, not going to they marked it, a half yard? It's still going to be a 1 yard score no matter what, statistically anyway. So the Tigers, let's see if we see the Polanco push here as Polanco lines up in the gun formation, trying to check and make sure they got enough players. Evan Aguirre finally checks in, now under center, and just the Polanco push, and that's enough for the touchdown. As Hot Springs puts another 6 points on the board on the Polanco push. So good play there by Baker to get him down to the 1. And then Polanco is just going to take the snap, and pretty easy there to just follow his blockers in there. They didn't even need to push him in as we await the extra point. Tigers up 14-zip. We await the extra point. Don't know if he got it or not. And they say no good. On the carry, Cole Montoya, number 20. Just not quite able to get there. Byers trying to help him out, but it looks like the pile got pushed right at the goal line, so extra point no good. So with 9:26 to go here in the first half, Tigers up 14-zip. We'll be right back. Back here in Tiger Stadium, 9:26 to go here in the first half. Tigers up 14-zip. Actually, number 80 looks like he's going to be kicking for the Tigers, and that is Aiden Adams. He is a sophomore. He may be kicking off. I don't know if Polanco did those first couple or not. But Adams now to kick it off from the 40. Moved it to the far hash. Let's see where he puts it. Here's we're ready for the Warriors to receive. Tries to do a little onside kick, and this doesn't go very far, but it's able to come up with by the Warriors anyway. Didn't travel 10 yards. But it's going to be good field position for the Warriors. So the kick didn't go very far. Maybe picked it up and got a yard or two. Number 11 on the return. For the Warriors to the Tiger 42-yard line now. First down and 10 for the Warriors. Let's see who we got out there for the quarterback. If Silva's going to check in at the quarterback position, it might be number 2. Looks like it may be Nazario Silva maybe checking in at the quarterback for the Warriors. 2 receivers left and right. Penalty marker out. Looked like this one might be a false start against Socorro.
Snap infraction, 70, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Back to the 47 of the Hot Springs. Now Silva's going to get caught in the backfield and go down with a sack from Baker, number 4. Baker comes in from the far side on the blitz from his cornerback spot and caught Silva all the way back to the 41. Second down and forever now for .850 and counting here in the first half. Whitehead Auto Center scoreboard, Tigers up by 14. Now he empties the backfield, does Silva. And throw this one deep downfield and picked off by Billy Baca. Billy catches that one at about the, well, see, the foot comes down, maybe about the 37. Number 18, Billy Baca, and then tackled in there by number 22. So first down and 10 after the interception by the Hot Springs Tigers. But they'll take over first and 10. So the Warriors now going to struggle a little bit there with Silva not being the starting quarterback. Good, great athlete. Just going to take him a little while to get his feet under him there as the quarterback now for the Warriors. Now Baker back to pass. Throws this one out in the flats to Smith. Smith up the sideline. I'm sorry, that was Polanco, and finally gets run out of bounds. And that was number 10, Tristan Polanco. Comes out of the backfield. Of course, another penalty marker down. This might be a face mask. Let's see if it. Don't see a penalty there. They do have a penalty marker at about the 44-yard line, if so, of Socorro.
Holding. Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
So 10-yard penalty from looked like the end of the run. They'll give him credit, so it must have been downfield. So now they're going to back him up to the 46. I'm sorry, the 44 of Hot Springs. So all that worked, a 10-yard gain for a first and 10 again. Actually gave him a yard anyway after the penalty, where they started this drive from. Baker back to pass again, pressured. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run. Tries to put the brakes on and gets a few yards. Probably ran about 80 to pick up a couple. Looks like number 2 in on the tackle. Tries to strip the ball, but Baker hangs on to it. Gets it out to the 49-yard line, though. So he picked up a few yards. Going to bring up second down and about 4 for Hot Springs. 7:30 and counting here in the first half. Baker puts Polanco in motion, hands off to Polanco. Polanco through the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet, gets close to the 40-yard line, has plenty for the first down. Tries to hang on to the ball there. Dragon number 22, we'll give him the credit. I would for the tackle. He pretty much hit him first and hung on the whole time, trying to get down. Has him all the way down the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Tigers. Two receivers left, 2 right now. Spread it out here for Baker. Now he puts up penalty marker out. Looked like number 76 jumped in. Had a false start there for Hot Springs.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Had that one in reverse. Yeah, I think he was. First down and 15 now for Hot Springs. Baker back to pass again, throws this one over the middle and incomplete, trying to hit, looked like number 20. It's intended for 21, Adam Maggette, just can't quite get to it. It's going to bring up second down and 15 now for Hot Springs. This half of the quarter coming up here before the half, brought to you by Turtleback Pest and Weed Control. Serving Sierra County since 1980. 575-894-7513, over 40 years. Turtleback Pest and Weed Control. Little screen pass out to Polanco, and Polanco's wrapped up immediately, and down he goes. Going to lose some yardage there, back almost to midfield. Just had to spend too much time in the air, allowing that defender to get in there on him.
Timeout, Hot Springs. First timeout of the half.
Tigers take their first timeout with 5:45 to play here in the second quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the NFHS Network.
Step into Los Arcos Steakhouse, where comfort meets craft, and every visit feels like a special occasion. Enjoy a full-service bar and a carefully curated wine list with selections that complement every plate, every flavor, every occasion. Serving quality cuisine since 1970, each dish is prepared with pride, tradition, and unmistakable flavor. From hand-cut steaks and seafood favorites to timeless comfort food, our menu is as satisfying as it is memorable. Easily found just off Interstate 25, with plenty of parking and so many reasons to return. Los Arcos Steakhouse, 1400 North Date Street, Truth or Consequences. Visit losarcossteakhouse.com.
Back here after the timeout as the Tigers got it in reverse here after that penalty. So bring up third down and 18. Baker going to keep this one again. Got some room over the right side and run out of bounds by number 4. 4 on 4 there. Gets it to the 39, though. It's going to bring up fourth down and long for Hot Springs. Tigers broke the huddle with 12 there. Hope they don't get a penalty, but apparently not. Baker throwing this one deep downfield and overthrown the receiver, Polanco. Baker just had too much mustard on that one. But they're going to turn it over on downs now for the Tigers. So Socorro comes up, takes over at their own 39-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Warriors with 4:53 to play here in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we should have about 50 or 60 of so replay of the first half to music. Give us a little bit of a break. From the gun, Another interception by Baca as Brawley was in there as a quarterback number 1. Tries to heave this one downfield and not even close, and Baca comes up with it. Gets his hand under it. Looks like it. So the Tigers are going to take over after the interception by number 18, Billy Baca, at their own 37-yard line. So don't know who that was intended for. Like he was running down that far sidelines. See if we can find it for him. While they change out the balls there in possession. Looks like it's intended for number 2. And that was Nazaro Silva. And then picked off by Billy Baca. So first down and 10 now for the Hot Springs. Now Baca back to pass. Pressure coming from the outside and just can't quite get this one out to Billy. So good defensive call there. You're going to see them. You'll see these guys coming from the outside and just rushing the quarterback, and they send in everybody. Got about 7 on the rush, and Baker's just got to heave it out there as quick as he can. So good defensive play called there by the Warriors. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here in the stadium. Looks like we may have another penalty. Of course.
Substitution infraction. Fits. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So substitution infraction. And that's a big one for 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage there. So apparently that was on the last play. It's had illegal substitution. Maybe they were rushing more than 11. All the way down to the 47 of the Warriors with 4:45 to go here in the first half. Baker spreads them out. Another penalty marker. Looks like they may have got him for encroachment. We'll see the call here.
Encroachment. Defense number 15. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So now bring up 1st and 5. So the Tigers making hay here with 20 yards of penalties. Down to the Warrior 42. Baker calls his old number again. Out to the secondary, down the sidelines. Could go all the way and does for the touchdown for Baker. On the quarterback keeper, saw something he liked there as he ripped that one right up the sidelines for the touchdown. He just saw that one right away. Good hole there opened up for Baker and cruises on into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Tigers put another 6-point on the board. Up 20-0 with 4:36 to play. Here in the first half, we await the extra point. Baker's got him spread out again. Penalty marker out. Let's see what happens here.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the PAT.
So back the Tigers up with delay a game. Still waiting the extra point here. Just make it a little tougher on them. Baker hands this one off to that's Cole Montoya, number 20, on the carry for the extra point. As the Tigers put another 2 points up on the board. They go up 22-0 with 4:36 to play here in the half. We'll be right back.
Here in southern New Mexico, Right in the heart of truth or consequences, you'll find Whitehead Auto Center at 901 North Date Street. Your hometown auto center, bringing you quality, reliability, and value every day. Shop our wide range of vehicles, including specials under $15,000, and trade in your car with ease. From expert service to hassle-free financing and even DMV services, we make the process simple. Come see us today at 901 North Date Street, Truth or Consequences. Call 575-894-7155 or visit whiteheadautocenter.com. Whitehead Auto Center, where your next ride begins.
Tigers up 22-zip here before the half. Kickoff to about the 29-yard line. Taking it up the far side is Silva. First down and 10 now for Socorro. From their own 41-yard line. Actually moved it up to the 42. See, we got back in a quarterback. If that's going to be Brawley, number 1. Now it's going to be Silva. Going to try to throw this one deep again and almost picked off by the Tigers into double coverage. Trying to hit number 6. Billy jumps out. Can't come up with it there, does Billy. It's going to bring up second down and 10 now for the Warriors. Penalty marker out. Finally gets knocked down is number 4 on the carry, and that's Barba. And we may have a hold in there for against the Warriors. We'll wait and see what we got here on the penalty marker.
Holding. Offense number 6. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
So they're going to give him at least to the 45 and then mark him back 10 yards. Back to the 35-yard line. Tigers jump into neutral zone. Flag fest here again tonight.
Encroachment. Defense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So encroachment against the Tigers. Give them a free 5 yards there for the Warriors. They weren't expecting that. Snap comes out. They weren't even ready for it, and the center's going to just go ahead and hike it back there and say, "We ready? Let's go." Not even paying attention, and then they have to jump on it. So back to the 37-yard line.
Illegal shift. Offense. Penalties declined.
So they're going to take. They had some men in motion there at the snap. So They had a loss on the play, so they'll go ahead and decline that penalty to the Tigers. Now Silva just needs a road map to get out of there. Gets it up to the near side and then finally run out of bounds by Basil, number 24. Steps on the line right there, so they should mark him out at about the 38. But they'll give him all the way to the 40-yard line, no foul. It's going to bring up fourth down anyway for Socorro. Looks like they're going to line up and go for it here on fourth down. Silva heaves this one way down and picked off by Billy Baca. Could have knocked that one to the ground. It was fourth down, but Billy said, I may just run this one back for a touchdown. And he does. Touchdown Tigers. I don't know if there's any penalties down, but Billy decides he wants to take that one all the way. We're not going to quite catch this one. Yes, we do. So Billy picks this one off at about the 33-yard line. Intended for number 22 again, and then Billy just takes this one to the house. As we await the extra point or not, no, we got a penalty marker. Of course we do.
Holding. Return team, number 44. 10 yards from the spot. First down.
So let's see where they decide to mark this one. There's a penalty marker is at about the 31. They're going to say the 30-yard line. So he gets credit to the 30, not the touchdown, but gets credit all the way back to the return to the 30, and should be first down and 10 now for Hot Springs. See what we have here at the 30-yard line. Oh, right there. Could have been that hold right there. So anyway, we're going to back them up from the 30-yard line, 10 yards back to the 40. First down and 10 now for Hot Springs with 3:09 to play here in the first half. Blanco now in motion, going to hand to Blanco. Blanco breaks some tackles up the sideline, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle. Gets knocked down, but not until he's got the touchdown. Let's see if they're going to mark this one for a touchdown. This time they do. And that was Polanco on the touchdown for Hot Springs. So just put him in motion and hand it off to him in the backfield. Then the Polanco does the rest here. Breaks a tackle there. Breaks another tackle here. Stays on his feet, and still another one trying to knock him out of bounds and just can't do it. Number 2 finally gets there, but a little too late as Polanco puts another 6 points on the board. Finally get the 6 points on the board as they go up 28-0 as we await the extra point with 2:58 to play here in the first half. Tigers up big, 28-0. Baker on the slant. Knocked that one down, no good on the extra point. Trying to little slant there to Aguirre, number 21. He kind of threw it behind him, but Tigers up 28-0. We're going to leave it here with 2:58 to go here in the first half. Try to get you a little update there. If you guys are interested in New Mexico State Sam Houston, that's on CBS Sports. That's a nationally televised game for Conference USA just down the road there in Las Cruces, New Mexico. $2:58 to go here. Tigers up 28-0. Off next week. Then they get ready to play Hats for homecoming the following week. So Tigers have a little break here coming up. Socorro probably, if they can come back tonight, going to lick their wounds and head down to Hatch next week. As we'll have that game for you on the NFHS Network and all of the social media platforms. Long kick, missed that one. They kind of pick it up at about the 22-yard line, right up the middle. Breaking tackles may go all the way. That's number 6. Finally gets knocked out of bounds. And that was Jacob Angel on the return. We kind of missed it here, but he picks it up at about the 20, call it the 21 or 22-yard line. Back foot would have been about the 21. Then he's off to the races and finally gets knocked out of bounds by the kicker. That's why he's back there for the safety for sure. But best field position of the night now for Socorro, as they're going to try to put some points on the board here before the half. 2:49 to play here in the first half as the Warriors trail by 28. So first down and 10 for the Warriors at the Tiger 26-yard line. So a good return there by number 6, Jacob Angel. Silva in there at the quarterback, number 2. Throws this one short, hopped it down to the intended receiver, number 15. Or 16. Looked like 15 may have been Elijah Salas. Intended for. Silva on the keeper. Gets caught up in the trees. Maybe picked up a yard. Number 60 and 81 in on the tackle. See where they finally mark him down at. Going to mark him all the way to the 25. So a pickup of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 now for the Warriors. And Tigers, the penalty, they jumped in the neutral zone. This should be against the Tigers. They were there first.
Defense, number 44, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So encroachment against the Tigers. That'll bring it to the 20-yard line. Third down and 4 now for the Warriors. 1:55 to go here in the first half. We've got about 61 instant replays for you coming up at halftime. Now he splits out in the slot. Barba, number 4. Incomplete, trying to get it out to number 1, but this one's going to go for a quarterback hurry for sure. Number 24.
Timeout, Socorro.
Comes in and cleans
first
the
time
clock.
out of the half.
As Socorro takes their first time out of the half, we'll take one with them with 1:51 to play here in the first half. Tigers up 28-zip. We'll be right back.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Back here in Tiger Stadium, we're getting ready for halftime. That timeout taken by Socorro. Both teams have 2 timeouts left here in the first half. From the 20-yard line, 4th down and 4 after that incomplete pass and a hurry, quarterback hurry for number 24, Basil. Now Silva calling the snap. Wasn't quite ready for that one either. Just going to heave this one up, and hopefully somebody can come up with it. And penalty markers out as this one might be pass interference. Let's see what they're going to call. Socorro just pulling everything out. Yeah, and it looked like they're going to get pass interference against Hot Springs.
Pass interference. Defense, number 7. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So half the distance from the 20. We'll put it at the 10-yard line. First down and goal now for after the penalty. Second trip inside the red zone with no points yet to call for Socorro, but 1:45. They got some momentum going here with that help with that penalty, and let's see if they can poke this one in. Hand off to big number 41. Nowhere to go as that time. Basil comes in from that middle linebacker, number 24. Puts a hiatus on him. Tigers almost jump. Nobody blocks 24. He just shoots the gap. And picks him up in the backfield. Last week, Basil caused a fumble in the backfield on a blitz against Socorro as Baker picked it up.
Timeout.
And returned that one 25 yards.
Their second timeout of the half.
Hot Springs now takes their second timeout with 1:19 to play. Let's look at some halftime. Let's look at some stats here. We'll give Mr. Brady a second or two there to get caught up on the last play. Tigers 175 yards of total offense here in the first half. 7 first downs. Here's an interesting stat we got to watch all night. Both teams have 8 penalties. That's 16 already. We're not even halfway through. We had about 30 last week. But rushing-wise, the Tigers 166 to 31. Actually, minus 31 on the rush with all the sacks. We appreciate that. Time of possession about the same. And those stats brought to you by Statman. Look them up, man. They got some great software for you, especially for high school football. I've been using that software for, for quite a few years, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And this year they're helping us out, making sure we can give you live stats so we don't have to go back and film the game again or watch it and then do it. But we appreciate it very much there. Mr. Andrew Brady back in Florida watching the game tonight. It's going to be a late night, sir, so hang tight. From second down and 10, now Silva looking to pass. Penalty marker out, throws this one in the back of the end zone and dropped. Let's see what the penalty is. Not play before. Sorry about that. We didn't capture that one in time. Penalty marker out anyway, so we'll see what it is.
Holding. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
So holding against Socorro. Looks like they're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage. So the play for not anyway. The minute 12 backs him up out to the 24-yard line. It's going to bring up second down again. They have this one first and goal at the 10. Now Silva's in trouble in the backfield. Going to go down again all the way back about the 35 as number 24. They're bringing the blitz now. Just not enough guys to block. Basil again, the middle linebacker on. Let's see if we got another timeout. This is probably a Hot Springs timeout, maybe. It's going to be third down and goal.
Timeout, Socorro. Their second timeout of the half.
Socorro decides to take a timeout. And we're going to take one with them with 57 seconds. Tigers up 28 zips. Going to be It's going to be 3rd down and goal from about the 34-yard line when they come back. 3rd and goal. Think of that from the 34.
Transform your yard with Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Trusted across southern New Mexico, we create low-maintenance, water-wise landscapes built for desert living. Need fencing? We install durable, high-quality options that look great and last. We're proud to serve southern New Mexico with honest work and reliable service. And when you need extra space, our storage units are clean, safe, and easy to access. One local team, 3 great services, built for New Mexico living. Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Your yard, your space, your way.
Sorry for that interruption there. Maybe during the commercial break, they were trying to get 101 back up on the clock. 101, Sean.
Clock operator, please. 1 second back on the clock.
101.
Thank you.
Sean, 101. Now we got her set. Got to help out everywhere up here in the press box. Well, we got all the technology, nowhere to go with it. Ball's on the ground. Silva's going to take it on the far side and finally going to maybe pick up a few yards. Going to bring up 4th down. Clock's going to run, and Hot Springs may take their last time out. Socorro Might's going to bring up 4th down from about the 32-yard line.
Timeout, Hot Springs. That is their last timeout of the half.
Hot Springs takes their final timeout with 47 seconds, we hope. We may put a little time on the clock. We'll see here. We're going to leave it here. Look at the stats again once we get Mr. Brady back up to date there. He's always on it down there in Florida. Appreciate him very much. Just kind of looking over him, 2 fumbles. Nobody's lost the fumbles there. The interceptions have been big for the 3 interceptions that were thrown here by Socorro has been big for them in the turnover stats. Let's see if Hot Springs, we can maybe get you some individual stats there. Baker's 3 of 7 for only 9 yards. But what's helped there is 116 yards that he has for rushing. And that was Mr. Zayden Baker. So 4th down and goal now for Socorro as Hot Springs out of timeouts, but they're going to make Socorro go for it here on 4th down. The ball's on the ground, picked up by Silva. And Blanco's going to plow him into the ground, and the Tigers are going to take over. The clock will stop on the possession change here, but the Tigers don't have any timeouts left here before the half. Blanco got on his horse, and then going to take over on downs at their own 27. So now 1st down and 10 for Hot Springs. 41 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see what Hot Springs got. They go trips right. They got 1 receiver left. Let's see what happens here with Socorro if they bring the house and put some pressure on. And they do. Here comes a pressure. Baker trying to get it over to number 7, and he does. They're going to have to rush up. We have a penalty marker on the play, so that'll hold the phone out. This one may be against the Tigers. They had a penalty marker towards the end of the play.
Substitution infraction. Penalty is declined. 1st down.
So substitution infraction, don't have to worry about that. May had 12 men on the field. Now they're going to start the clock. They're going to have to rush up there. There's 32 seconds. This should be the Tigers need to hustle up. They haven't started the clock yet. Now they do. Let's see what the Tigers can do here with 30 seconds. Baker, no timeouts left. Gets it out to Polanco. Polanco weaving his way, still on his feet. Polanco all the way down to the 20-yard line. They're going to have to hustle this one. We captured that instant replay. We may not be able to see it here as the Tigers going to have to hustle and spike it. Stop the clock. Gets it down to the 20-yard line. Once they get it set, and they do, they spike it. So we're going to show you the last play that got them to that position. As Polanco out of the backfield. Breaks one tackle, turns the defender around, then breaks a couple of tackles, stays on his feet, and finally gets knocked down at about the 20-yard line, and that's where they mark him at. So now the Tigers just under the play clock, as they've got 9 seconds after we count that downing the ball. So the Tigers may have time for 2 plays. They got to make this one pretty quick unless they're going to throw it in the end zone. Baker back to pass. Got to roll out. He's got the pressure. He should have somebody open downfield. He's running out of time. Going to have to run out of bounds. And he does just in time as 2 seconds on the clock. So a good play there by Baker as he stops the clock. Going to mark him out at the 10-yard line. So the Tigers now in the red zone. Here with 2 seconds to go, good clock management and good play calling here for the Tigers, as they didn't have any timeouts when they started this when they took over on downs in their own deep in their own territory. And now with 2 seconds, see if the Tigers can capitalize here. Now Baker back to pass, looking downfield. Now he's got to rush this one. He may have it as he gets to the corner pylon, and he's in. Penalty marker out, so hold the phone. Let's see if that's going to count for the touchdown.
Holding. Number 7 on the offense. By rule, that penalty is declined. Half.
So, wow, they had the holding penalty in the end zone. So we'll let Mr. Brady find this one out as to how they're going to score this one. But we're at the half now, boys. Tigers up 28-0 halftime here on the Turtleback Pest and Weed Control scoreboard. So we'll figure that one out. I know he will. He's the man when it comes to stats, the stat man. Tigers up 28-0. We're going to start our collection of about 71 instant replays. We actually have that last one, and we made him. We'll get to see the holding penalty possibly. So we're going to turn down the volume. We're going to turn up the music, and we're going to give you the first half once again right here at halftime, 28-0.
In southern New Mexico, we don't just carry, we stay prepared. At Gunher's Guns and Ammo in Truth or Consequences, it's more than guns, it's everything that goes with them. From optics and holsters to magazines, slings, and cleaning kits, if it fits your firearm, we've got it. Built for women, trusted by everyone, and ready for the range or the rugged backcountry. Southern New Mexico strong, fully equipped, always ready. Gunher's Guns and Ammo, your hometown shop for serious gear. Located at 217 East 3rd Avenue in Truth or Consequences, call us at 575-894-2666.
Since 1953, A&B Drive-In has been serving up the kind of food that brings you back. Mouth-watering classics, made with care, and just like you remember. From our legendary green chili cheeseburgers to hand-battered onion rings and crispy golden fries and thick, creamy shakes, spun fresh the old-fashioned way. Drive up, drive through, or dine in, however you roll, we'll have it hot, fresh, and made just the way you like it. Family run, locally loved, where every meal feels like a tradition and every guest is treated like family. A&B Drive-In, 211 North Broadway, Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. Come hungry, leave happy. From lakeside getaways to mountain retreats and vibrant city living, Cripple Creek Realty is your key to finding home. Serving southern New Mexico with offices in Truth or Consequences, Las Cruces, and Ruidoso, our experienced, friendly staff is dedicated to guiding you through every step of buying or selling your home or property. Whether it's a ranch on open land, a lakefront home, or a cabin in the pines, we'll find your perfect fit. Cripple Creek Realty, Southern New Mexico's trusted realtors. Call Lanier Rye at 575-740-2711 or visit cripplecreekrealty.net.
This is heart. This is pride. This is community. This is high school football.
Back here in Tiger Stadium, we get ready for the second half. We've got about a minute and a half to go. We're going to bring up the stats for you from the first half, brought to you by, of course, always by the stat man, Mr. Andrew Brady. Tigers 7 first downs to 2. I think the thing that stands out here is just the amount of penalties that the Tigers have had. Both teams had 8. That's 16 penalties in one half. That's just craziness. Tigers are 0 for 3 on third down conversion. Time of possession about the same. The only thing that's really the total yards is what's really crazy. You got Socorro's only got 4 total yards with just the amount of negative plays they've had here in the first half. Tigers 175 yards. Individually, let's look Socorro-wise. There's just not much there. You got Silva with, he's got 4 catches for 29 yards. Then they had to move him around. And then Jaquez came out injured. He was 2 of 5 for 35. And just not much offensive all there from Socorro. As far as the Tigers are concerned, Baker's 3 of 7 for 9 yards. Long of 11 there, and then, of course, with some negative plays. Baker, though, rushing, this is the key here. He's put 116 yards up on the board for rushing from the quarterback position, but they've kind of got it around. Tigers doing well balanced-wise, but penalties have killed them, both teams. Polanco has been throwing 2. He's two catches, throw it to him 4 times, caught 2 for only 8 yards. Where he's really picked up the pace as well is Polanco here with 3 rushes for 13 yards. I don't know if that's right or not. Thought he had that one play. Well, he did, but they had to bring it back because of the penalty. So if you add those 8 penalties, yards on top of that, Tigers will have well over 200 yards probably in that first half. We got it all reset. Now the Tigers deferred, so they're going to get the ball here the first part of the half. This quarter brought to you by A&B Drive-In, Drive Up, Drive Through, or Dine In, your old-fashioned drive-in there in 211 Broadway there, Truth or Consequences. A&B Drive-In. To about the 24-yard line, taken up by Billy Baca, breaks one tackle, spins it around, and finally going to get knocked down. Out to the 37-yard line. First down and 10 now for Hot Springs. Baker now starting the third quarter here. Let's see what the Tigers can come up with. Going to call his own number again. He's leading rusher in the first half for the Tigers and gets pushed out of bounds all the way on the track, out to about the 43 or 44-yard line. From the 43 now, it's going to bring up second down for Hot Springs. Baker hands this one off to number 20. And that's Cole Montoya. Going to feature number 18 on the first half there, Billy Baca, the junior man. He got some interceptions there in the first half and played really good on defense. And that's number 18, your junior, Billy Baca. Tigers taking a long time. They're in the huddle. Is going to bring up third down and 2. May get caught for delay of game. And they are. So the Tigers.
Delay a game. Off. 5-yard penalty. Still third.
So they're going to back him up 5, but Tigers had it third and short. Now they back him up to the 41-yard line. Third down and about 6 now for Hot Springs. Baker gives it to Polanco, and Polanco just fumbles it. Can't hang on to the ball when it goes hands off here. Let's see whose fault this one might be. Looks like they gave it right to him and puts it on the ground, and Polanco tries to kick it a couple of times and roll it and finally falls on it, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So the Tigers snake bit last week when they had a 21-7 lead at halftime, came out flat and lost that game. They got a 28-point lead now against Socorro. I'm going to have to punt it away here in the third quarter. No, Polanco's going to take this one and run it for the first down. He's up the sidelines, cuts it back, still on his feet, finally gets knocked down. But a good call there by Polanco on the fake. See if we have any penalty markers down anywhere. I don't see anything. Like he thought he might have stepped out there, but hard to tell from this angle. So Polanco calls his own number from punt formation on the fake, takes it all the way to the 31-yard line of Socorro. Now the Tigers with a little momentum there on the fake. Hands off to Cole Montoya, gets it down about 5 yards to the 25. Penalty marker out. This one might be against Socorro there. Tempers are starting to boil over there on the far sideline.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 17. That is his first unsportsmanlike conduct towards disqualification. Half the distance to the goal, automatic, first down.
So from the 25, we'll take it to the roughly the 12.5 there with 9:01 to play here in the third quarter. Is that unsportsmanlike against Socorro? We do want to feature the punter there on that return. The senior Tristan Polanco can pretty much play anywhere. Plays in the slot, did play quarterback last year. Good athlete out there for the Tigers on the fake punt. Now from the gun, max protection is Baker. Going to turn and hand this one off to Smith to the 10, to the 5. Still on his feet, rolling towards the pylon. And they're going to mark him out just shy at about the 1. So Nehemiah Smith, wearing number 6 tonight, breaks a tackle in the backfield. He's just a big load to bring down and just can't quite. It looks like he may have stepped out there before he hits the pylon. So they're going to mark him out at the 1. So first down and goal. Inside the red zone here on the starting drive here in the third quarter. At the 1 yard line now, first down and goal. If the Tigers go up by 35 points, we will start having a running clock, and if they can get up to 50 on the Polanco push, it's good. So the extra point goes in, and now penalty marker out. Let's see what we got here. The extra point, Polanco did get in, so let's see if they call that if it was after the play. Here's the call. Looks like it's going against the Tigers, so hold the phone there on the touchdown.
The touchdown is no good. Personal foul, number 78 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, still first down.
Alrighty then. So that's going to back them up 15 yards out to the 16-yard line. So still going to be first down and goal just from the 16 now instead of the 1 after the 15-yard penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Called that on 78, the center, and that's Dominic Terrasis. Now Baker once again back to pass. Looking downfield, throws this one in the end zone, and touchdown as this one's caught by Billy Baca on a slant play. And the Tigers put a touchdown up on the board anyway on first and goal from the 16 after the penalty. Hopefully there's no more penalties. Let's make sure. We're going to watch this on the replay. Baca lines up out there on the far side and then just throws this one right over the middle. Great catch, good throw, just right there in the end zone for the touchdown. We talked about him on defense, and now we'll talk about him on offense, and that was number 18, Billy Baca with the catch from Baker. The conventional extra point is up and no good. He looked like he hooked that one left. So we're going to be a little shy of having a running clock by 1 point. Tigers up 34-0 with 8:26 to play here here in the third quarter on the A&B Drive-In scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Ethos Broadband. In southern New Mexico, your community deserves fast, reliable internet. Ethos Broadband brings high-speed internet with no data caps, no hidden fees, and local support you can trust. Based right here in New Mexico, Ethos is expanding fiber networks across rural communities. We know rural Southwest life. We're your neighbors, and we're here to keep you connected. Ready for reliable, affordable internet in southern New Mexico? Visit ethosbroadband.com or call 833-650-0480 to check availability today.
Back here in Tiger Stadium on the A&B Drive-In scoreboard, the Tigers up big, 34-zip over the Socorro Warriors. In New Mexico, we'll have a 35. If we get to 35 points up, it's a running clock from there on out. If the Tigers happen to get up by 50 or any opponent by 50 points, then the game over. So Tigers kicking off once again. Took the opening drive and put 6 points up on the board. Squibber down to about the 16, 17-yard line, bringing it up the far side. Still on his feet. Finally, big number 24, Basil, goes in there and body slams him to the ground at the 35-yard line. Actually, looked like 44 originally in there. And then holds him up and then finally slams him to the ground, and it's going to be first down for
Holding.
Socorro.
Return team number 12. 12-yard or 10-yard penalty. First down.
Wow. Holding. Here we go. So now they're going to back him up on the return, 10 yards from the 35, back him up 10 to the 25. So it's going to bring up first down and 10 now. Holding against the Socorro Warriors on the kickoff. Return. Haven't talked much about Zayden Baker tonight, but he is everything in that sum on the quarterback side. On the handoff. I handed it to Silva, number 2. Tell him who was on the tackle there, but I know 24 was in there, of course. Basil, he's always around. He's got the nose for the football. Get out to the 26-yard line. Pressure coming. Throws this one downfield and has a man open on the far side of the field. Number 6, and finally knocked out of bounds by Billy Baca. Jacob Angel on the reception, and on the tackle is Billy Baca, number 18. But a first down and 10 as they get it in Tiger territory. To the Tiger 46. First down and 10 now for the Warriors. .22 on the carry. Basil on the tackle. And also Billy Baca, number 18. It's going to bring up second down and short now for the Warriors from the Tiger 36. And they're going to go ahead and give him the first down. High snap. Lots of room down the left side. Breaks some tackles. Tigers just doing some arm tackling. Finally got him down. Oh, my God. It was Houdini over there as he gets it inside the red zone. Running for his life. And I don't know how many Tigers tried to tackle him here. Missed a couple of tackles there. They try to knock the ball out. Escapes that. Escapes another tackle. Finally gets held up enough and gets it down to the 10-yard line. It's probably going to be first and goal now for the Warriors. So they've taken a spark here in the second half. Little juggle in the backfield as the ball was up in the air and grabbed by the running back. We'll call that a direct snap to Silva, number 2. Loss of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and goal from the 11. 5:11. We're underneath 6 minutes, so this next part of the half will be, our next part of the quarter will be brought to you by Los Arcos Steakhouse. And on the sack, back to the 15-yard line. Nehemiah Smith puts his hands on him first. And then come to clean it up there was number 60. Going to bring up third and goal now back at the 15-yard line. So the Warriors have it in reverse right now once they got it first and goal at the 10. Another high snap. Quarterback back running for his life. Little glitch in the software there in the matrix. Throws this one incomplete. There's not enough arm strength on that one. Do any good.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic. First down.
So roughing the passer against the Tigers. And they'll have to have that one half the distance to the goal. Watch this one real quick again, and we'll try to get him. And then he comes up after he lets him go and then cleans his clock. On the quarterback snap, throws this one over the middle. Incomplete. We'll catch that one on the replay for you. Andrew. Tries to throw it over the middle, and that one was knocked down by Polanco, trying to get it out to Silva, number 2. Incomplete. And now that's going to bring up second down and goal from the 7 after the penalty and the incomplete pass. Warriors back to pass. This time he's going to be sacked again. And this time number 24, Basil, cleans him up for sure. Whiffed on him, number 81, but grabs him up big time and throws him down.
Timeout. Socorro. Their first timeout of the half.
Socorro's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them. Tigers up 34-0 here with 3:58 to play here in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back here in Tiger Stadium after the Warrior timeout. They've got it 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line. They had it all the way down to the 10, and actually they had it inside the 10. Oh, boy. Flag Fest tonight.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Number 24, Lucas Basil, has played a hell of a game tonight on defense. Coming again on the blitz. Almost gets to him and can't quite get the ball up enough. And good coverage by the Tiger D. Just Baker had good position on him, and good thing the pass was underthrown. He may have had that one picked off. Trying to get to number 2, Silva. It's going to bring up 4th down. Over the middle and incomplete, trying to hit Silva again, and the Tigers will take over on downs. So just tough to do it when you don't have your starting quarterback in there. Just throwing off your back foot, just trying to get it down there. So the Tigers take over, 1st down and 10 now from their own 23-yard line. So 1st down and 10. This quarter brought to you by, or this portion of the quarter here, the last section of the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Los Arcos Steakhouse. Quality cuisine since 1970, man. They've had some great steaks. They're right here next to the stadium. The wind's blowing right. You can smell everything cooking over there. Great steakhouse. Los Arcos Steakhouse. Now the Tigers 1st down and 10. Hand it off to Billy Baca. Gets it out close to the 30-yard line. And on the tackle, number 6, Jacob Angel. To the 29, 2nd down. Nehemiah Smith right up the middle, gets it into the secondary, and finally gets it close to the 50-yard line. Good play there by Tiger offensive line. Opened up some holes there for mark him at the 48, 1st down and 10 as we're under 3 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. On the Los Arcos Steakhouse scoreboard, Tigers up 34-zip. Baker. Over to Montoya, up the sidelines and knocked down over the 40-yard line, but a good play by Montoya as he comes out of the backfield just over there in the flats. Low pass, but a great job there by Montoya to hang on to that one. And then gets cleaned up by Brawley, but he gets it over the 40-yard line down to the 39, 1st down and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tigers up big. They're trying to put some more points on the board. Baker calls his own number. Gets it close to the 30-yard line. May have picked up about 9. And they're on the tackle number 1 and pretty much stop that forward momentum there at about the, they're going to go ahead and give him the 30-yard line. So 2nd down and 1. Baker back to pass again, throws this one deep down the field, has Polanco at the goal line, and he doesn't come up with it. Oh, they're going to say he did come up with it. So touchdown for Polanco. We're going to watch that one on the replay for sure. Does he tuck it and make a football move to the ground? He does, and then loses it when he hits the ground. So apparently they say he had it long enough to cross the goal line, so touchdown for Hot Springs. Tigers up 40. We're going for the conventional. Adams do the kicking. See if he can make this one. Is up. This one looks pretty good. And it is. So the Tigers now go up 41-0 with 1:11 to play here on the Los Arcos Steakhouse scoreboard. We'll be right back.
In southern New Mexico, pests don't knock, they move in. Turtleback Pest Control keeps your home protected from termites and roaches to spiders and rodents. Local, licensed, and trusted for over 40 years, with same-day service and a satisfaction guarantee. But pests aren't the only problem. We tackle stubborn desert weeds before they take over. From property edges to patios and gravel driveways, our weed control plans keep your yard clean year-round. Turtleback Pest and Weed Control. Southern New Mexico strong since 1980. Call 575-894-7513 today.
Tigers up 41-0 with 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. We'll have a running clock from now on. Adams to kick this one for the Tigers. Down to about the 15, 16-yard line, and right up the middle goes Silva, number 2, on the return. If you take his back foot, you may give him the 15-yard line. From the 38-yard line now, the Warriors take over after the touchdown and the running clock here. We're getting close to the end of the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Los Arcos Steakhouse. Quality cuisine since 1970. Now the Tigers there's too many men on the field for Socorro, and let's see if there's going to be a penalty or not. They ran one out. Yeah, they may have had 11. But we do have a penalty. Illegal substitution.
Illegal formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, still first down. 5 of y'all.
So didn't have too many men. They just didn't have enough on the line of scrimmage. So back up again for, in case you're interested, down south on CBS Sports Network tonight, national televised. New Mexico State Aggies 30 and Sam Houston 10 with about 5 minutes to go in the game. So Aggies playing very well down there on national TV from Las Cruces, New Mexico. So first down and 15 now as we're down under 10 seconds. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to do it for the quarter. Looked like Basil got there first. So after 3, the Tigers up 41-0 here on the Los Arcos Steakhouse scoreboard. This next fourth quarter going to be brought to you by Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. As we change ends of the field, we're going to show you where we're going to be at next week. The Tigers are off, but we're going to be down in the valley, Hatch Valley that is, as the Hatch Valley Bears will be taking on these Socorro Warriors. Next Friday, October the 10th, 7 p.m. there at Bear Stadium in Hatch, New Mexico. We'll have that game on the NFHS Network, on the Facebook pages of both Socorro and Hatch Valley, as well as Turbo Design Sports, and on their Facebook and our YouTube pages as well. So that'll be next week, Friday night in Hatch. Hope to see everybody there. So first down and 15 here, the fourth quarter, brought to you by Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Big Lynn, residential, commercial, and security fencing. All your landscape and fencing needs, and also storage. They got some storage units there. Great place to get your yard cleaned up, get your fencing up. If you got extra stuff, you got a place to put it. 575-744-4009, Lynn's Landscape and Fencing. Appreciate all our sponsors to help us make these games possible. It takes a lot of money and a lot of time to do this the right way. We don't know how right we are, but we do have a pretty good product that we put out for the high school kids. Empty backfield now for the Warriors. Fired it over, and this one is going to be a live ball, and the Tigers may pick this one up. And Socorro comes up with it. We'll show you a quick, as the ball hit the ground there, and they rush back for it. Number 4 picked it up. That ball was behind the line of scrimmage. So Barba, number 4, picked it up on the loose ball. Tried to throw a little screen pass, and it actually wound up being a lateral back to the 22-yard line. Empty backfield again for Socorro. Silva just going to handle this one by himself. Gets it to the near side, to the Tiger sideline. A good play there by Jonas as he takes him on. And that's number 7. Not afraid to put his head in there was Aiden Jonas, the senior, playing cornerback position there, number 7. Kind of gets up a little limpy there. You know, when you're out there on an island by yourself, back to pass is, and caught. Sorry for the play there, caught by number 1 as we kind of lost control of our camera. Sorry about that. We didn't catch that one for you.
Holding. Defense number 40. Penalties decline. Result of the play, first down.
So we had a pass there from the Warriors. Had a little problem with our equipment, but got it out to the Tiger 46, or down to the Tiger 46. So first down and 10 here on the Lynn's Landscape and Scoreboard. Silva's going to take this one again, and this time he's blowed up in there right in the linebacking crew. Just takes a hit from both of them, from 40 and 24. Gave him a yard or two, but that was a hard-earned yard or two. Empty backfield for the Warriors. See if Silva and got a whistle here before the play.
False start. 41. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
So 5-yard penalty against the Warriors as a false start. Back them up 5. To the Tiger 49. Pass deep downfield, trying to hit number 1 and incomplete. Third down and 13. Here the running clock. Tigers up big. Have a week off. Get ready for Hatch, as the Bears will travel up here in 2 weeks. Now empties out the backfield. Silva throws this one down and picked off by Baca again, trying to hit number 6. Trying to hit Jacob Angel. Baca just takes care of business. I believe that may be his 3rd interception tonight. Number 18 there, Billy Baca, the junior cornerback. I think he's got at least 3 tonight. Number 18, Billy Baca. Now the Tigers have it as we under 7 minutes to go here in the game. And this one off to Montoya, and that one not going very far. Good play in there by the defensive end there by the Warriors. 67 in on the tackle. Second down and 12 now for Hot Springs. Baker back to pass. Looks this one long downfield. Got Polanco and just overthrows him.
What's the record for most interceptions by a single player in a Tiger game?
I have to look it up. Tries to hit that one deep for Polanco and incomplete. It's going to bring up third down and long now for Hot Springs. As we're under 6 minutes, that was quick. The rest of the game brought to you by Cripple Creek Realty. Your realtors for Southern New Mexico with offices in Truth or Consequences, Ruidoso, and Las Cruces, 575-740-2711. Make sure you see Lanier Rye. Appreciate everybody's sponsorship. Tigers now back to pass again. Going to throw this one over to Nehemiah Smith. Got some room. Breaks it towards the middle of the field. Runs over some players as he gets it close to the 50-yard line. So Nehemiah Smith out of the backfield. Nobody covered him. Good blocking downfield. Nehemiah Smith does the rest and rolls over a couple of players there at the 45-yard line. So first down and 10 now for Hot Springs. Baker hands off to Montoya. Montoya breaks a tackle in the backfield and finally gets thrown down over the logo. And there on the tackle was number 1, Brawley for the Warriors. Got it to the 48-yard line. Second down and 6 for Hot Springs. Little screen pass out to Baca. Gets it inside the 45. And on the tackle, number 4, Barba for the Warriors. Down to the 44-yard line. Third down and about 2 for Hot Springs. We approach 3 minutes. It's running clock. Boy, the fourth quarter is going to go by quick. I know our stat man will love it. It's past midnight where he's at. We appreciate him staying up and keeping up the stats for us there, the stat man. Baker calls his own number and probably has enough for the first down. He gets it inside the 40-yard line. Mark him out of bounds at the 38, first down and 10. Hand off to Nehemiah Smith, rolling everybody right up the middle. Finally, he's going to get hammered down. And now the penalty markers are flying as we've got the furs flying out there. Now we got another. Somebody's going to get ejected for sure. We're going to show you the instant replay here from Nehemiah Smith, but it looks like Basil's may be ejected from the game. And we can see grabs the back of Basil's helmet on the play. And then that's enough for Basil to get up and go after him. So we're going to sort this thing out as they're going to clear the field here for a second. We got dirty laundry everywhere. They're going to talk about that. You know what? We're going to show some stats here. Let's see if the stat man got them up to date there. 175 total yards for Hot Springs. That hasn't updated. It still says second quarter, so apparently we may have an issue. We'll try to get that fixed for you. We know he's gotten the stats up to date. We just may not be up to date on our end. We have to look at those stats through a OneDrive while he's working on them, so we'll see if we can get those reloaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Hot Springs High School, we'd like to thank the visiting Socorro Warriors and all the Socorro faithful that made the trip this evening down to see us here at PRC and support the boys. We'd also like to thank our fans, families, and community for supporting our Tigers this evening and supporting this important Cancer Awareness Night. Remember, together we fight. Also, ladies and gentlemen, before you leave the stadium this evening, we kindly ask that all fans help us keep our stadium clean by picking up your trash and disposing of the nearest trash can. Your help keeps our facility safe, welcome, and beautiful for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tigers are back in action. We've got some great tunes to go. Friday night, October 17th, as we welcome the Hatch Bears to town. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock p.m.
We got it figured out now. We just we're updating. We got it now. Tigers 487 total yards. We had some stats get stuck there, Everything's fine now. It just sometimes it just doesn't refresh on our end. But we appreciate the stat man for sure is the Tigers. Man, let's see how many penalties we got tonight. We got these ones out now. We've already got 29 penalties already up on the board. We had not counting this one. And the Tigers, let's see how many interceptions. They've thrown 4 interceptions, has Socorro. And I think 3 of those were to Billy Baca. We'll have to check the stats on that one. But 20 first downs, 487 total yards for the Tigers so far. Appreciate that. So we're going to get you a quick update. There is a final from down south in Las Cruces, New Mexico. The New Mexico State Aggies 37 and Sam Houston 10. So congratulations to the Aggies. Big home win there on Thursday night on national television. We got a minute 57 here as they're sorting everything out. Everything went a little crazy on that play. Let's see what we got here. I'm sure we're going to have probably some ejections. I'll show you that one again because this all started when Basil went downfield. He was down there blocking for Nehemiah Smith. And he kind of pushes there, but you'll see the Socorro Warrior come up and just kind of jerk his helmet. And then Basil gets up, and then we're off to the races. We don't catch it all. Let's see what's going to happen here. They may call this game.
After the play, dead ball foul. Flagrant, personal foul. Number 24, red. Flagrant, personal foul. Number 12, white. Flagrant, personal foul. Number 1, white. All 3 are disqualified. Game over.
Well, all righty then. You got it right from the just disqualify 3 players, and we're going to call it a night anyway. So we still have it up 41-0. Here's your final. We appreciate you tuning in here on the Cripple Creek scoreboard. We will see you next week down in Hatch. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Brady. Appreciate it.